There are 3 easy steps in creating your resume link. Let me show you how.
Step 1. Register. Go to www.jobs180.com using any browser and click Register Now. Fill out all the information needed. In choosing your resume link, use your full name so that it looks professional and it's easy to recall by potential employers. For example, Antonio Juan de la Cruz.jobs180.com. Step 2. Create and design. When creating your resume, make sure to complete your personal information and upload your profile picture. One of the highlights of the resume link is the portfolio section. In the portfolio section, you can show off your skills by uploading samples of your work like documents, pictures, videos, and your social media links.
Your resume link also features different themes and you can upload a cover photo. This is a combination of a cover letter and a social network cover photo. Here is an example. You can also download a copy of your resume link and print it. Step 3. Apply for a job. There are many ways to apply with your resume link.
First is browsing the job recommendations in your Jobs 180 dashboard.
If you're qualified, click Submit Resume Link. So what are you waiting for? Dress up your next generation resume, stand out brightly among the competitive job seekers in the market, and win the heart of your future employers using Resume Link.
All right, so good morning, everyone. Welcome to Jobs180.com's Marketing Me Live with Cristal E-College and General De Jesus College. So today we will be joined by speakers from Jobs180.com, VXI, and Accenture. So before we start, may we invite everybody for the opening prayer followed by the singing of the national anthem and CEC school hymn.
Manalangin po tayo. Panginoon na makapangyarihan sa lahat, pinupuri at pinasasalamatan ka po namin sa inyong kadakilaan. Salamat po sa panibagong araw at buhay na ipinagkaloob niyo po sa amin. Salamat po sa patuloy na blessings na ibinibigay niyo po sa amin. Patawarin niyo po kami sa mga nagagawa naming kasalanan. Dalangin namin, Panginoon, na ikaw ang maging sentro ng programa na ito. Kalooban niyo po ng hiram na katalinuhan ng mga tao na gagamitin niyo upang ibahagi ang kanilang mga kaalaman. Dalangin namin, Panginoon, ang mga topic na tatalakayin namin ay maging pagpapala sa aming mga estudyante sa tatahakin naming mga pangarap. Marami pong salamat sa paaralan, sa mga guro na ipinagkaloob niyo upang maging tulong upang maabot ang aming mga pangarap. Ito po ang aming dalangin, Panginoon, sa matamis na pangalan ni Jesus. Amen.
mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
All right, so again, welcome everyone. So ready na ba kayo? I hope you all are. By the way, my name is Joyce from jobs180.com, and I will be your today's host. And we are live via Jobs180 Facebook and Jobs180 YouTube page. And we hope that everybody is excited to learn new things today. And if you are ready na, you can hit the heart react button. And please do not hesitate to share this live to your friends para sama-sama tayong matuto ngayon. Okay, so to officially start today's session, may we invite Miss Mary Jen L. Caceres, the Guidance and Testing Office from Cristal E College, to give us the opening remarks.
Hello, good morning, Ma'am Joyce, and good morning to everyone. Good morning to our students, and of course, Ma'am Michelle, and all the people from Jobs 180. We are so thankful for the partnership that we had since I think 2019. So we are so privileged that Jobs 180 has given us the chance to be their partner in, of course, equipping our students, especially in making their future career more prepared, of course. So, again, I would like to say good morning to everyone. And also to my colleague, our very active scholarship and employment facilitation officer, Ma'am Vin. Thank you for facilitating this virtual career orientation. Good morning to you, ma'am. Uh, to our students, I would like you to know that uh, Jobs 180 never stop in helping our graduating, no? To become more equipped and updated in the trend of making your career successful in the coming days. That is why we are honored and privileged that this virtual career orientation happened today as part of not a requirement, but of course, this is a preparation of how you are going to be uh, more oriented, no, on the job that you are hunting to. Of course, maraming salamat, Jobs 180. Ang dami nyo ng estudyanteng natulungan. Uh, I believe this is the mission that you are doing until now. So I would like to say, students, take this opportunity to have full understanding of what is going on in this modern world of technology, especially in the context of your career life. As for now, make sure that you are physically and mentally virtually present in this activity. And of course, as an institution, in behalf of the administration, faculty, and staff, we would like to congratulate everyone for this opportunity that we have this morning. And we are so thankful that Jobs 180 invest their time in activities like this so that in the future, our graduates must be productive and not only have their degree, but of course, they are prepared in their future job. So I would like to say once again, thank you, and please, students, be uh, take notes of the important inputs, and of course, don't forget to bear in mind that this is an opportunity for us. That is why salute to all who facilitated this activity. Thank you and good morning.
Thank you so much, Miss Mary Jane. And of course, we would like to thank you also po for trusting Jobs 180 again and again to handle your events po and to power your events. So we look forward to more partnership and collaboration with CEC. And thank you so much, Miss Mary Jane, and to all ano po, staff and faculty of guidance and testing office po of Cristal College. Thank you so much, ma'am.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. And as usual, for our audience today, please comment your name, your year, and your course. And if you have questions later on, please type them in so we can answer them after the talk. So the Q&A will happen po after each speaker's presentation. So here is our schedule for today. So we have three topics for today's session. So we have first the job applications using resume link, which will be discussed by jobs180.com. Next is motivation and productivity by Accenture and leadership and innovation in the new future, how to navigate your way to a better career by VXI. So again, shout out to everyone who's here na, and please comment your name, your year, and your course, and as we go along, please type in your questions and so we can read it later. Please wag po kayong mahiyang magtanong. If nahihiya kayo, you can relay your questions po to Miss Mary Jane or Miss Florivin. Ayan, para sila po mismo mag-ask ng questions sa amin, and then we will ask the questions po. We will relay the questions to our speakers. Ayan. So please wag kayong mahiyang magtanong. Pero if you have questions, please post your questions on the comment section. Ngayon pa lang, may naisip na kayo. Um, ayan. And kilalanin na po natin ang ating unang speaker. So for our first topic, which is job applications using resume link, our first presenter has 20 years of experience in sales, marketing, business development, customer service operations, business process, and human resources. As a trusted resource speaker, he has done over 1,000 plus career development seminars in more than 400 plus colleges and universities nationwide. So the managing director from jobs180.com, Mr. Kim Chua. Sir Kim, take it away.
everyone. Good day to all of you. My name is Kim Chua. Don't forget the wa, baka Kim Chu lang maalala nyo. And I'm here to share to you about the most secure tool for job application. This is how you can market yourself more effectively and the different ways to do that. Okay, so let me start. Now, when you apply, you probably have a checklist if you're using the right tool. So just go along with me if you have the right, if you have the same checklist that I have. So ito yung mga things na like kong tinatandaan, no? Will my tool or will the thing that I'll be using help me to stand out? That's the first item that is very important for me. Kailangan mag-stand out ako kasi dami-dami kong kasabayan kalaban sa pag-apply. Another thing in my checklist is that, do I have more than one file? Because oftentimes I have a lot of files. May academic records, may mga government IDs, ang dami yung mga kailangan hingiin ng mga companies. So I'd like to put them all in one file. And this tool helps me to do that. Okay? Another thing that this tool can do is that it allows me to make the process more efficient. Mas napapabilis yung pag-apply. No? Hindi na napapatagal yung pabalik-balik. So, mas mabilis din syempre tayo maka-move forward. Diba? And another thing that this tool can do is that wala tong bayad. Baka mukha lang akong salesman pero libre po ito. Okay? So this tool is absolutely for free. The most important in my checklist is that this tool, okay, makes my information secured. And I think this is the most important question. Do you want your information to be secured? I hope your answer is yes. Okay? And so with that, let me show you ano tong tool na ito. This tool is called ResumeLink. ResumeLink, by definition, is the most secured tool for job application. Okay? This is a personalized URL. It is a link that anyone can open online anytime, provided that they know the link. So let me use an example. If you are John Santos, just in case lang, your name is John Santos, your resume link would look something like johnsantos.jobs180.com. Ganun lang kasimple. So how do you make one? Okay, how do you make one? Now, the first step is for you to register. This is absolutely for free. Wala itong bayad. Okay? So what do? You go to www.jobs180.com and that is where you now register. Okay? As you register, you just simply fill out the information. These are the basic information. You have the account details, you have your personal information, you have your education background, and just in case you have your work experience, whether it's OJT or it's part-time job or whatever yung work experience na yan, then you proceed to that work experience page. Pero pag wala, hanggang dyan na lang tayo sa my education information. Okay? After doing so, you now start to create your resume link. So ano ba ang basihan ng resume link? Kadalasan, ang resume link natin, we base it on our name. We base it on our unique name. Okay, so as an example, if you're John Santos, then you say johnsantos.jobs180.com. Now, what about during scenarios where you create your resume link tapos may nauna sa inyo? May ibang John Santos, may kapangalan ka, no, nauna sa inyo. Ano mangyayari? Magkakaroon na red na box. Sasabihin niya, this name has already been taken. Na okay, malungkot pag taken na. Okay lang, maging creative lang kayo ng konti. Pwede mo balik ta rin. Pwede mo sabihin Santos John. Okay, you can also say Santos J. O kaya J Santos. O kaya JS, di ba? Or SJ. Depende sa link na gusto mo gawin. Basta importante, wala kang kapareho kahit kayo may kapangalan. Now, another thing I'd like to emphasize here, wag po kayong OA. Pag gumawa kayo ng resume link, huwag mo gagawin tipong nakalagay, cutie pie, lover boy, Barbie doll, di ba? Because it doesn't sound professional. Imagine going to a company and the HR will ask you, do you have a resume? Tapos sasabihin mo sa kanya, meron po, ang resume ko ay eljablo.jobs180.com. Di ba? Baka matakot yung HR sa inyo. So I don't recommend that you do something like that. Just stick to your name. Whatever your name is, it will sound professional. Okay? Now, in creating a resume link, you have to use a valid email. Emails like Yahoo, Gmail, Rocketmail, any email, basta nabubuksan nyo, wag na wag ka lang gagamit ng facebook.com na email. Okay? Do not use something like, example lang patrick@facebook.com na email. Do not use patricia@facebook.com na email. Okay? In short, do not use @facebook.com na email. Because if you use @facebook.com, you will no longer be able to receive notifications being sent to you by the companies as well as jobs180.com. Okay? So use something that you can open. Why is it important for you to open your email? Because you have to verify your account. Okay? Remember, pag nag-verify, yan ang ebidensya na ikaw nag-register talaga. Yan ang proof. Diba? And at the same time, if you verify your account, then you'll be receiving notifications from the companies as well as Jobs180. If you do not verify your account, hindi nyo na po marireceive yung mga notification ng mga companies. So, sayang naman. Diba? Might as well verify your account first. Okay? Now, you're done with the first step. After you verify. So, ano na ang second step? Ang second step is the most logical of all the steps. You have to complete all the information. Very logical. Sino sa inyo mag-apply sa mga kumpanya, bungi-bungi detalye? Sino sa inyo magbibigay ng resume sa mga HR tapos kulang-kulang details nyo? I don't think you'll do that because you're just wasting your time. Instead, kumpletuhin yung information nyo bago kayo mag-submit dun sa mga companies. Okay? So, step 2, complete the information. And how do you do that? Punta kayo ulit dun sa website, www.jobs180.com, and this time, you don't need to register again kasi may account ka na eh. What you need to do is you have to log in. Okay? Now, as you log in, you start to put your registered email or your resume link and then your password na ikaw lang may alam. Okay? Ganun lang siya kasimple. Now, once you're inside your account, you start to fill in the blanks. Ganun lang kasimple. Fill in the blanks. So, the things that you see here, yung mga contents, napakasimple lang. Yung mga personal details nyo, lagay mo dyan. Diba? All the information na sa tingin nyo relevant, you put it there. Now, I have some emphasis lang on items na madalas na miss out ito ng mga aplikante. Ano yung mga yon? Sa contact information, you have to put here all the possible ways na pwede kang makontak ng isang HR. Kagaya ng social media handles nyo. Ba't ko nasabi yan? Because in reality is, pag tinatawagan kayo ng mga HR, madalas hindi naman ina-answer eh. Lalo na pag hindi nyo kilala, pag nag-ring yung phone nyo, hala, sino kaya ito? Di ba, hindi mo kilala. Ano gagawin? Hahayaan mo na lang. Di ba? Antayin mo kung may mag-message sa inyo. Eh, paano kung yung HR hindi naman hindi masipag mag-message? Masipag lang siya magtawag. That's why I recommend you put here all the possible means na pwede kang makontak. Kagaya ng social media nyo. Put your Facebook there, yung mga messenger nyo, mga Twitter nyo, iba pang mga paraan, social media handles para mabilis kayo ma-reach out. Diba? Message na lang. Are you available Thursday, 10 a.m., so on and so forth. You get what I'm saying? Diba? So lahat ng paraan, lagay mo dyan. What else do you put here? You also put here yung inyong mga work options. Sa work options naman, you just choose lang, parang yes or no lang yan, parang switch, no? Kung ano yung mga options na gusto ninyo. No, willing to work night shift, willing to relocate, looking for OJT, you can also put it here. Okay? And then in terms of education, obvious naman, yung alma mater nyo, lagay nyo dito. Diba? Yung mga pampakapal ng resume, sa seminars attended, kahit magkopyahan pa kayo ng mga classmates mo, okay lang. Basta lang make sure, alam nyo na pag-usapan doon sa seminar na yon. Pagdating sa certification, ganun din yan. Walang limit sa space yan. Achievements, recommend ko dito is you don't only put yung mga achievement nyo inside the school. Okay? Kasi hindi naman lahat tayo academically inclined. Some of us are not very active sa school, pero active tayo sa mga social-civic organization. Diba? So, even if it's outside of the school, you can also put it there. As long as you think it is an achievement, you put it there. Okay? Now, in terms of skills and languages, isa-isahin ko lang yan ha. Sa skills, do not limit your skills dyan lang sa course nyo. Hindi perkat education ng course mo, ang ibig sabihin, ang skills na alam mo lang ay magturo. Hindi perkat accounting ang course mo, ang alam mo lang gawin or ang skills mo ay mag-debit, credit at mag-balance sheet. Diba? So, marami kang alam na iba pa mga skills na kahit walang connect sa course, you can also put it here. Sample, photography, diba? Videography, diba? And all the other things, calligraphy, pwede mo ilagay dyan. Okay? When it comes to languages, I'm sure alam nyo, 2 lengguwahe na. At the minimum, you know English and you know Filipino. If you know local dialect, to be specific, lagi mo Tagalog, Sabacano, Bisaya, Kapampangan, 'di ba? Ilonggo, wala naman limit sa space eh. 'Di ba? If you know foreign languages, put it there. Chinese, Japanese, French, Vietnamese, kung ano man 'yan, ilagay nyo. Because what you're doing is you're trying to market yourself more effectively to the prospective company. Now, when it comes to references, sigurado naman ako yung mga references nyo, kilala nyo. Ang tanong lang dyan, kayo ba kilala nila? Kasi madalas pag tinatawagan namin yung mga references nyo, hindi kayo maalala. Yung pinakamalupit dyan, hindi talaga kayo kilala. Okay, so please advise yung mga references nyo na ginawa nyo siya lang reference para at least they know what to tell about you. Okay? Now, at this point, I'd like to highlight yung mga things that you don't find in a traditional resume. Ano yung mga yan? Diba? Ito yung mga yun. Let me start with the portfolio section. The portfolio section is where you now upload evidence of your skills. And I think with this day and age, dito pumapasok yung efficiency, no, ng ating application sa mga companies. Because oftentimes, when we apply to companies, marami mga hinihingi, mga pre-employment requirements. They will ask for mga documents, mga proof that is showing na yan talaga yung mga skills nyo. So, kung ano man meron yung mga documents, you can now take a picture, you can scan them, and you can upload it here. Example, government IDs. Diba? Meron ka mga transcripts, academic records. Diba? You can put that there. Okay? Kung meron mga medical clearance na kailangan, ganun din. Hindi na kailangan magpabalik-balik sa company. Oh, ayos ba? Oh, ito pa. Diba? But wait, there's more. Ito na yun. Itong isa pang gusto ko i-recommend sa inyo, yung tinatawag natin selfie video. Nowadays, I think, it is not very difficult to create a selfie video. Diba? Ito may TikTok nga kayo eh. Diba? Alam mo naman paano gumawa ng selfie videos. I don't need to teach you how to create a selfie video. What I need to share to you na lang is yung anong kailangan sabihin pagka gumawa ka ng selfie video. Okay, this time, what I recommend is you say something interesting about yourself. Okay? So, you pretend that you're being interviewed by the HR. Di ba? Ano yung matatanong sa atin? Why should we hire you? Di ba? Tell me something about yourself. Why should we consider you among all the other applicants? O, di ba? Ang kagandahan ngayon is you create that video for about 1 minute or less. Hindi kailangan sobrang haba, no? Mga 1 minute lang or less. Pero ang maganda rito is na-evaluate na nung HR yung inyong communication skills. If you can speak in English, then I recommend you speak in straight English. But if you cannot, it's okay as long as you're able to show your personality. You can also showcase here yung mga hard skills nyo. Ano yung mga hard skills? Kagaya ng mga video na panood ko dati, pinakita nila how to use a soldering iron, how to properly handle a welding machine, diba? How to fold table napkins. O, ganun, diba? So, depende kung ano yung mga skills na alam mo at depende kung ano yung nasa field mo rin, 'di ba, na napag-aralan, 'di ba? So, gusto mo magpakita ka paano mag-balance sheet, pwede rin, 'di ba? Again, it really depends on what you wanted to show dun sa HR. Ang point is, you don't need to travel back and forth para lang ipakita on the spot dun sa HR yung inyong hard skills. And most importantly, hindi na kailangan magkaroon ng maraming aberya, maraming istorbo, 'di ba? Sometimes when we try to contact you for the phone interview, maingay yung background, hindi marinig, 'di ba? Mahina signal, maingay, ano nangyari? Nasa biyahe, 'di ba? Or sometimes hindi magtugma yung schedule. At least with that selfie video, it makes the process now more efficient. Now, another good thing pa with the ResumeLink is that you also upload here your profile picture. When it comes to profile picture, you don't need to go to the studio para magpa-picture. Huwag ka na gumastos. Ang importante lang dyan, tumingin ka sa camera, okay, with plain background, at of course, magbihis ka naman ng maayos, 'di ba? And then you're good to go. Huwag mo gagawin yung mga nasa right side ng screen niyo. Those samples that I'm showing you, it doesn't look professional. Imagine, di ba, yung mga selfie, mga nilagay ng avatar, yan, huwag nyo gawin yan. Okay? Huwag nyo gawin yan. It doesn't look nice, doesn't look professional. Okay? Now, another good thing pa with the ResumeLink is that meron tayong tinatawag na cover photo. Ayan, pasintabi sa matatamaan. May iba sa inyo nakikinig ngayon, hindi naman kayo gifted with writing skills. Some of us are having a difficult time expressing our thoughts and feelings into words. So ano pwede mo gawin? You can now use those pictures to represent your personality or to showcase yung inyong skills. Example, look at the one on the left, yung nasa baba. Ano kaya siya? Sabi ni iba, sir, ophthalmologist, optometrist, or eye expert. Yung nasa kanan, yung nasa taas, ano kaya siya? Sabi ni iba, sir, para siyang admin or clerical work. Or maybe makalat kasi tingnan mo yung lamesa ang kalat-kalat. O, di ba? Again, it depends on the interpretation of the person looking at it. This is an example of someone into HR or maybe into psychology. And this one is an example, it's a very good example by the way, of someone who wanted to say that there is no shortcut to success. Hindi po yan miyembro na Akit Bahay Gang. Okay? Ang gusto niya sabihin, you will be able to reach yung goal mo by taking one step at a time. Oh, di ba? You get what I'm saying now. So I'm showing you good examples para you can draw inspiration from. And I will also show you not so good examples. Ito yung wag niyong gagayahin. Huwag kayong magpapaka-misteryoso. Okay? Maglagay ka ng picture mo dyan. Lalaki man, babae in between, okay lang. Ilagay mo dyan. Member man tayo ng LGBTQ+, okay lang. You put it there. At least alam ng HR who to expect. A lot of times, yung mga pangalan kasi very interchangeable nowadays. Ako mismo, guilty ako dyan. My name is Kim. A lot of people think babae ako, di ba? Pag iba nababasa ko mga resume, ano nakalagay sa resume nila? Chris, nakalagay George, Alex, Sam, Nick, di ba? Joey. I would assume lalaki. Yun pala, babae. O, di ba? So that's why you better make sure you put your picture there. And wag naman pugot yung ulo nyo pag nilagay ng picture. Dapat kompleto. Okay? Never leave this blank because if you leave this blank, it will not catch the HR's attention. Trust me. Kung ikaw ang HR, wala ka namang ibang makita dyan, malamang mangyayari dito, next applicant na. Okay? And then if you want to catch the HR's attention, do not create something like this. This is just my opinion. I don't think this looks professional kasi ang dating parang tamad, parang happy-go-lucky, no? Parang chill-chill, walang pakialam sa buhay. Again, that is just my interpretation. Okay? So I showed you the good and not so good examples para you'll be guided. Now, you can just play along later on kung anong sa tingin nyo mas bagay sa inyong background or sa inyong sa gusto niyo ipakita sa personality niyo. Okay? Now, let's examine a very good example. Look at this person, itong eye expert. Bakit maganda itong example ng kanyang ResumeLink? Because all the information you're seeing here, kompleto na. 'Di ba? Hindi ka na magpabalik-balik eh. Kung ikaw yung HR, everything that you need to ask or you want to know about the applicant, you already find it here. If you're the applicant, you might as well put everything there para wag mo na antayin pa yung time na hihingiin pa sa'yo ng HR yung mga documents yan. Baka hindi na mangyari yun. Baka may ibang aplikante na mas assertive, nilagay lahat ng mga information na i-process na siya kaagad. Diba? Now, at this point, I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, sir, okay nga tong ResumeLink, Kaso lang, baka naman yung information ko nakakalat na sa buong mundo. Baka naman nakalantad na sa buong internet. Ang sagot ay, hindi. Kaya nga tinawag na the most secure tool for your job application. Diba? Bakit? Because you control your privacy settings. Ikaw mismo, as an account user or as a ResumeLink owner, ikaw ang may control ng privacy settings mo. And how will that happen? When you log into your dashboard, as you can see in my screen, when you log into your dashboard, you will find the ResumeLink settings. Pagpunta mo sa settings, mapuntahan mo yung privacy settings at dun ka mamili ngayon ng information you want to show or hide in public. So let me use an example. If you don't want to show your birthday, what do? You turn it off. You don't want to show your references, you turn it off. You don't want to show your address, what do? Turn it off. Diba? So yung mga information na in-off mo, hindi lalabas sa public. Now, if ever lang you decide to change your mind, ang maganda dito sa ResumeLink, updated yan, real time. As in real time. So 5 minutes later, you want to show your birthday, turn it on. What happens? Lahat ng mayroong alam ng ResumeLink mo, alam na niya yung birthday mo. Diba? If 2 days later, you want to show your address, you turn it on, you save your profile, lahat ng may alam ng ResumeLink mo, alam na rin yung inyong address. You get what I'm saying? Diba? So, depende na sa inyo kung ano gusto mo yung on or off. If you want to turn off everything, then okay lang, you can just turn off the button. Enable public ResumeLink, off. Wala nang lalabas sa public, kahit na anong information. Okay? So, yan ang re-remind ko sa inyo. This, the second step is for you to complete the information, and in doing so, please make sure that your profile is interesting, diba? Yung information mo kompleto at updated ang details nyo para mabilis kayo makontak ng mga HR. Now, we go to the last step. Pangatlo na, last step na to. The last step is for you to submit. Now, how will you submit your ResumeLink to those companies? You might be thinking you want to explore opportunities outside of the Philippines. Maybe you want to join some job fairs later on. You want to apply online. You want to, marami, walk-ins, diba? Depende kung ano kasi bumabalik na yung face-to-face ngayon. So, lahat ng mga ipapakita ko sa inyo, lahat ito, practical application. Lahat yan, makaka-relate kayo. Ano yung first one? The first one is you go online. Of course. Diba? Yan ang fastest way. You just connect via your phone, via kung ano man gadget mo, go to jobs180.com, search for companies. And by the way, speaking of search, you can only search for company, tatlo lang pwede mo i-search ha. Search for company name, position title, and location. Doon sa search bar, hindi mo pwede ma-search ang ResumeLink. So example lang, ikaw si John Santos, okay? O kaya ikaw si, ako na lang, Kim, halimbawa lang, subukan mo pumunta sa jobs180.com, doon sa search bar, type mo doon Kim. Tingnan mo kung may lumabas. Malamang sa malamang, walang lalabas. Unless may company name, position title, or location na may word na Kim. Other than that, walang lalabas dyan. Kasi hindi siya searchable. So, the only time a company would be able to know your information is if and when you give your exact ResumeLink to that company. So, ikaw may control. Ayos? So, tuloy natin. Okay, tuloy natin. So, if you're going to search for companies, what do? Just go to the website of jobs180.com, search for companies. Kung may lumabas, edi meron. Pag walang lumabas, edi wala. Diba? Ganun lang yan. Huwag natin pilitin magkaroon ng something kung wala talaga. Diba? Okay, so ano gagawin? Tingnan mo yung mga companies. Kung meron kang type, edi gawin nyo, check nyo yung opportunities. After that, you now submit your information to that company. Okay, and when you submit your information to the company, it will ask for your profile, for your ResumeLink and password. So ikaw lang magbibigay ng consent dun sa company. Okay? Now another option is for you to send resumes via email. Now there's nothing wrong in sending resumes through email. Ang tanong dito is, how are you sending your resumes through email? Do you do it like this? Do you say, "Dear HR manager, I'd like to apply for the following position. This is my resume." Tapos mag-attach ka ng Word file, PDF file, or whatever file you have. If you're doing those attachments pa, ang tawag dyan, traditional, pampabagal, makaluma. Hindi ko sinabing mali. Ang sabi ko lang, traditional, pampabagal, makaluma. Bakit? Hindi mo kailangan mag-attach anything anymore. If you're going to write an email and send your resume, just simply type your resume link there. "Dear HR manager, I would like to apply for the following position. This is my resume. In this example, Antonio Juan de la Cruz, jobs180.com. Send. Tapos na. Ganun lang kabilis. Diba? Whatever changes you need to do, you put it inside your resume link. You don't have to keep on sending another attachment. Paano kung imagine mo na lang, nag-attach ka ng Word file. Diba? Ng PDF file. Tapos nagpalit ka ng address, nagpalit ka ng phone number. Ano gagawin mo? Email mo na may HR. "Dear HR manager, I'm sending you my updated resume." Ganun ba? Paano kung 2 months later, lumipat ka ng bahay, iba na address mo, send ka ulit ng bagong resume? "Dear HR manager, I'm sending you my updated, most recent resume." I don't think you'll do that. Kasi kung ganun ang ginagawa mo, sayang sa oras yan, nakakapagod sa part mo, lalong-lalo naman sa part ng HR, mas nakakapagod to keep track kung saan dyan yung pinaka-updated na attachment or pinaka-updated na resume ng aplikante. And this time around, if you have your resume link, all you need to do is just update your resume link at lahat na may alam ng resume link mo, makikita nila yung pinaka real-time update ng profile or information. Ayos ba? Ayos ba? Sige, another one. For those who wanted to use a hard copy, gusto mo talaga may hard copy ka when you apply to those companies, you want to give something, then this is also possible. What do? You go to your dashboard inside your job seeker account, then you can print your resume link. Mamili ka lang, 1 column or 2 column version. Either way, the system will try to compress everything into 1 page. O, di ba? Maginhawa sa buhay. So, kung gusto mo talaga mag-apply sa mga kumpanya, hindi mo na kailangan mag-prepare ng maraming mga pages. Minsan, di ba, yung mga aplikante, mga 2-3 pages ang isang set ng resume. Palibasa, yung font size 45. Kaya umaabot ng 2-3 pages. O, di ba? Pero this time, the system will try to compress everything na into 1 page. Just in case you really want to have a hard copy. O, di ba? Tipid. Okay? Another thing pa for me to encourage you to do is you use resume link cards. Resume link cards. Ano tong resume link card? Kung sa mga nagtatrabaho na, ang tawag namin business card. Sa mga nag-a-apply, tawag dyan, resume link card. So in one piece of paper, whether short bond or long bond paper, you can now design it your own way. You can design it, depende kung ano ang gusto mo, pagiging creativity mo. Ikaw bahala. You can make 10, 20 sets of cards. Depende sa laki or liit. Diba? Kasi laki ng index card or kasi liit lang ng mga normal business cards natin. Diba? So, depende. So, maybe in one long bond paper, you can make 10, 20 sets of cards na. And so, after you have it printed out, pwede ka na ngayon maggupit-gupit. Gupit-gupit na lang. Diba? 10 or 20, bawat kumpanya, you can now start to give that as a hard copy. Hard copy pa rin naman yan eh. But this time, why am I encouraging you to use resume link cards instead of the traditional long bond or short bond paper? Bakit? Una-una, tipid. Diba? Because of course, right now, eto, tipid. Kasi if you're going to apply to 20 companies, you don't need to print 20 sets of long bond papers. You just need to print 1 long bond paper and cut 20 small pieces of resume link cards. O, diba? That's for the cost side. Tipid na. Pangalawa, at mas importante, security of information. Diba? You want to have peace of mind. Paano ko nasabi yan? Kapag ikaw yung nagbigay sa isang kumpanya ng long bond paper or short bond paper, example lang, no? It's a traditional resume. And for some reason, nilipad ng hangin. Okay? Nilipad ng hangin. Hindi mo kasalanan. Kasalanan ng hangin eh. Diba? May nakapulot na stranger. All your information, alam na nung stranger. Tama? And you cannot deny it because you know what I'm saying is true. Diba? Hindi mo kilala pero alam niya yung details mo. Now, using your resume link card, same scenario. Nagbigay ka ng resume link card sa company, nilipad ng hangin ngayon. May na stranger na nakapulot, okay lang. Bakit? Kampante ka. Kasi yung resume link, ikaw may control ng privacy settings mo. That's why, in your resume link card, what I recommend, you just simply put your name and your resume link. Dalawa lang. That's it. If you want to put your mobile number, it's okay. It's up to you. You can put it there. Diba? Pero ang point ko is, resume link, pwede na siya makita ng mga HR or mga companies na bibigyan mo. Diba? So you have peace of mind now. Okay? So there's a lot of advantages using resume links. In fact, doon pa lang sa privacy portion, panalong-panalo ka na. Ikaw ang may control ng privacy settings mo real time. Pagdating sa speed of hire, it becomes faster and more efficient because whatever you want to show the HR, you just attach it there. Whatever the HR needs from you, they just ask from you. Diba? You take a picture, you scan them, upload it there, and later on, pag okay na, you now turn off yung privacy settings mo. Diba? Or you can remove them in the attachments. Diba? Cost efficient, definitely wala tong gastos, tipid. Diba? If you're thinking, ay sir, paano po yung internet? Kailangan ng pang-load. Pwede ka maging resourceful. Connect lang tayo sa mga libreng wifi. O, diba? And then, pagdating sa flexibility, if you really want to have it printed out, yung inyong resume, you also have the option to print it out. That's like how I showed it to you, 1 column or 2 column version. Either way, it's really up to you. Pero ang point ko is, resume link na lahat yan. Okay? And you can use this to any platform, whatever platform you want to share it to. You want to share it sa mga messenger nyo, you want to share it sa email, sa Viber, sa text, di ba? Gusto mo, kaya ko bahala. Di ba? Gusto mo, sulat mo sa papel, tapos gawa ka ng airplane, palipad mo, di ba? May nakakuha, alam niya yung resume link mo. Ikaw bahala. Okay? Ikaw may control kung sino ang gusto mo bigyan. Okay? You don't have to use your USBs anymore. You don't have to save it sa hard drive. Baka mawala pa yung USB nyo. Delikado. Diba? Wag na. Baka kung ano pa makita ng mga nakakapulot ng mga USB na yan. Okay? So you don't need to worry about compatibility as well because this is compatible to any platform. If you're using Android, you're using Safari, kung ano magamit mo, pwede yan sa kahit anumang version. Okay? And so, just to promote lang, If you want to be part of our team, we're also hiring. Mismo sa jobs180.com, we're hiring for several opportunities, several vacancies yan. Check out na lang yung aming jobs180.com/jobs180 na page. Okay? And by the grace of God, shout out lang ako, right now we have more than 400 plus colleges and university partners nationwide, from north all the way to the south of the Philippines. Thank you, Lord. O, diba? Ang kinalat namin, hindi lang virus. Biro lang. Kinalat namin ResumeLink. Yan ang kinalat natin. So, a lot of schools now, including your alma mater, are now using the ResumeLink. So, I hope it doesn't stop here. No? You become a blessing to others as well. If you have friends, you have yung mga relatives mo na sa tingin mo kailangan nitong tool na ito, you can share it to them. Wala namang bayad eh. Libre naman yan. Okay? And so, as we close this portion, I'd like to discuss some of the frequently asked questions. Baka ito yung mga agam nyo or ito yung mga questions na gusto nyo tanungin. Sagutin ko na muna. Okay? Unang tanong, can I give my resume links to companies who do not know about jobs180.com? The answer is absolutely yes. Basta alam nila eksaktong link mo at ikaw may control, sino bibigyan mo nun? Ikaw lang ang magbibigay, diba? So ikaw lang may alam sino binigyan mo. Okay? Now, second question, is it the same as other job platform kagaya ng JobStreet, LinkedIn, or any other job site? The answer is no. May dalawang pagkakaiba. And let me use an example here. Let me do a shout out to JobStreet, no? Because I think you guys know what JobStreet is. So, shout out lang to them sa mga nasa JobStreet. If you're using JobStreet na resume, you can only apply to companies who are using JobStreet. If you're applying to a company who is not using JobStreet, you cannot use your JobStreet resume anymore. Pero pag gamit mo yung resume link mo, pwede mo yung gamitin kahit na saan, kahit na kanino, kahit na anong platform. Diba? Basta alam ng HR yung eksaktong link mo at ikaw magbibigay nun. That's the first difference. Second difference, if you have already submitted your JobStreet resume to an HR, you cannot change anything anymore. Well, you can on your end, but it will not be reflected on the HR. Hindi siya magiging real-time update. Comparing it to resume link ni Jobs 180, you can update it real-time. 2 days later, 5 minutes later, 6 weeks later, ikaw bahala, anytime nag-update ka ng information, lahat na in-update mo, dagdag bawas, will be reflected real-time across all na may alam ng resume link mo. Okay? So those are the two major differences. Now, pagdating sa pangatlong question, yan ang pinaka-simpleng tanong. Can I keep my information secured? I hope by this time na-convince ko na kayo na ito na ang pinaka-secured na job application platform. Okay? So, use your resume link. Number 4 question, I think is the most important question. How often should you update your resume link? The answer is every time. Every time na meron kang babaguhin. Okay? Every time na meron kang babaguhin. Lalong-lalo na yung contact details mo. Kasi imagine, binago mo lahat. Binago mo yung work experience mo, nagkaroon ka ng awards, nagkaroon ng achievement, hindi ka naman makontakt ng HR. Wala rin, di ba? Sayang din. That's why you have to update yung contact details niyo. Okay? And the last question is just a trivia. Trivia lang, palaisipan. Why is this called jobs180.com? This is called jobs180.com because we want to turn your life around 180 degrees. And in case you're wondering, no, you wanted to raise a concern, bakit hindi po 360? Kasi pag 360 degrees, you only go back to where you started. Ikot ka lang na ikot, wala kang pupuntahan. 'Di ba? Bumabalik ka lang kung saan ka galing. Oh, ha? Oh, 'di ba? Char lang 'yan. Okay? So, anyways, again, kung meron pa kayo ibang questions, just in case you have questions, okay, you may send those questions here through our website, www.jobs180.com. You can also email us or email me here sa info@jobs180.com. You can like us on Facebook, also Twitter, Instagram, pati na rin sa TikTok. Okay, so check us out on all our social media platform. Okay? Again, my name is Kim Chua. Don't forget the wa. Okay? Isang magandang araw po sa inyo lahat. Thank you.
All right. So thank you so much, Sir Kim. Now we have Sir Kim on stage, so joining us for the Q&A session. So if you have questions regarding the topic, so please feel free to post your questions in the comment section. So huwag po kayong mahiyang magtanong. So we have audience po from General Jesus College and Cristal College. Ayan. So if you have questions, please post your questions in the comment section. So while waiting for questions, Sir Kim, I'll be asking a few questions na po muna. So first is sana nawala yung aking question. So how to check if your resume was viewed and processed and using your resume link. I hope Sir Kim can hear me po. Can you hear me, sir? No sound. May no sound ba si Sir Kim? Checking po, tech. We can't hear you, sir.
To check kung yes, I can hear you. I'm not sure if you can walang sound. Okay, teka,
No
let me
sound,
try
sir.
again can you this is weird. Wala pa rin?
Okay na, sir. Okay na, sir.
Ah,
Medyo mahina lang po.
ayan, mahina lang. Lakasan ko na lang ang sagot ko. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So when they log in to their dashboard, makikita nila yung mga status ng application nila kung sila ay na-process na or hindi pa na-process. Yan. So that's what will happen. They'll be able to see it. So I'm not sure kasi kung that's what they'll be able to see it. Uh, is this better? Can you hear me? I'm not sure kasi kung
You can turn off your camera na lang, sir, para mas, better po yung audio. Medyo lag po.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yes, sir. Better.
Ayan. Go ahead, Ma'am Joyce. Can you hear me now? I hope this time it's better.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Next question, sir, is how today's students can stay competitive in the job market using their resume line. So that's the next
Um,
question.
how will they be competitive? Number one, they always have to update their information. Kasi yung mga skills natin, continuously we develop that. So, kung ano yung mga nagiging trend right now, ano yung mga in demand sa market natin, sa industry na ina-applyan natin, that's something that you have to update in your resume link. The other thing that the applicants need to do to stay competitive is that they also need to do some research work on the companies they're applying for. Kasi marami sa ibang mga aplikante nag-a-apply sa mga kumpanya, hindi naman nag-research eh. Parang apply lang na apply tapos bahala na kung sino yung unang tumawag. So ang recommend ko is they have to check first the requirements and the responsibilities that they are getting into para mas ano sila, hindi sayang oras pag nag-apply at interview ng mga companies. Yon.
All right.
There.
Thank you so much, Sir Kim. So another question po is from audience to sir. So the question is, how do I prepare myself to face the changes of current employability trend?
How do I prepare to ano yon for the current
Face the
employability trend?
changes of current employability trend.
Can you say it again? Sorry. How can I prepare, 'di ba? Para tama ba naintindihan ko?
Yes. Yes, sir. How do I prepare myself to face the changes of current employability trend?
Okay. So we have to be able to adapt no to the environment. Like example, 'di ba, may mga aplikante ngayon hindi nakapag-OJT. Maybe this batch had a very limited chance of work exposure. Example. So it doesn't mean that you don't have much experience, means you are a lesser parang less qualified candidate. It does not mean na ganun 'yon. It just means that you never had the chance because of certain limitations. Now that more of the industries are opening up for face-to-face exposure, then I recommend you learn new skills, 'di ba? Kahit naman tayo ay hindi nakapag-OJT, hindi siya magiging excuse no para hindi magkaroon ng work experience, 'di ba? So marami rin tayong mga ibang extracurricular activities na ginagawa natin. How do we keep ourselves busy during the time that we were locked down, diba? Kung yung mga time na yun. So these are the things that you can highlight. School activities as well, kung meron kayong mga organization na sinalihan or meron kayong mga ibang pinagkaabalahan, then you can also put it there. So ganun siya. You stay updated by learning whatever is happening dun sa industry ngayon. Kasi depende sa industriya niyo yan eh. Some of the industries would require hands-on skills. 'Di ba? Yung kailangan talaga na-experience mo yung actual stuff. May iba naman hindi naman ganun. So kanya-kanyang industry, kanya-kanya pong requirement. I hope na-answer ko yung tanong. Nawala kayo, Ma'am Joyce?
Ayan, so apologies on that. So ayan, so I think no more questions, sir, from the audience. So again, guys, if you have questions pa, Sir Kim will be glad to answer your questions. Ayan, so sir, do you have final words po for the graduating students of Crystal E and General De Jesus College?
Ayan. So, the good thing right now is because of technology, we're able to combine, imagine two audiences, no? One all the way in Bohol, 'di ba, sa Visayas, and then the other audience natin ngayon is in North, so may Central Luzon, no, in Nueva Ecija. So, never allow yung mga concerns or mga problem natin just be a problem, 'di ba? Let's always find a solution. Pagka sabi nga nila sa Tagalog, pagka gusto, maraming paraan, 'di ba? Pagka ayaw, talagang maraming dahilan din, 'di ba? So, itong ginagawa natin ngayon, I hope you guys appreciate it. And then I hope you learn something from this talk and then you are able to apply it. No, hindi lang basta learn, but you also have to apply it. Okay? Check out the link that you're seeing there. Go to schools.jobs180.com/Cristal E College. Medyo mahaba-haba, no, dire-diretso lang. Or you can go to schools.jobs180.com/GJC. O, diba? Para sa General De Jesus College. Tingnan nyo lang yung mga opportunities na nandyan. And you can apply to as many companies as you want to, even if you're not qualified for those positions. No? Submit nyo lang yung resume link nyo. Basta gusto mo yung company, gusto mo yung trabaho, gusto mo yung position, submit nyo lang po ang inyong resume link. You never know. Diba? Baka yan na ang next opportunity na para sa inyo. So good luck po, everyone.
All right. Thank you so much, Sir Kim. So, ayan. So, again, guys, if you have questions, feel free to post your questions in the comment section. So, we'll try to answer your questions. So, habang dito si Sir Kim. So, again, as Sir Kim mentioned po, if you're interested to join Jobs 180 also, you may visit our website. It's www.jobs180.com for more career opportunities. Okay, so moving on to our next topic, which is motivation and productivity. Our next speaker is has 6 years of experience in the BPO industry. He has been with Accenture for 7 long, wonderful years with an amazing year with human resource. So the recruiting associate from Accenture, Mr. Franc Soon. Hi, Sir Frank. Good morning po.
All right. Good morning, Joyce. And everyone, maayong buntag sa mga taga Bohol and magandang umaga naman sa nasa Luzon. Anyways, well, Jobs 180, I think last year pa ako naging speaker dito, no?
I think so, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, can we now test your screen po?
Yes. I'm actually just buying time because it's loading. Check it out. There we go. Can
Yes, sir. It's
you
up.
see my screen now?
Sir, it's up. So if you're ready, sir,
Okay.
I'll leave it at I'll be back after your presentation for the Q&A. So good luck, sir.
All right. Thank you, Joyce. All right. So again, everyone, good morning. So again, my name is Frank, and I am part of Accenture's recruiting associate. Now, before we begin or discuss our topic about motivation and productivity, I just would like to begin with a brief introduction on who we are, what we do, and how we work here in Accenture. Oops. There you go. All right, so Accenture is a global professional services company with leading capabilities in digital, cloud, and security. Now, our organization is made up to 721,000 people around the world and with specialized skills across more than 40 industries serving clients in 120 countries. Now, Accenture is popularly known as either a tech company or a BPO company, but we are more than that. Now, here in the Philippines, we've been operating for more than 35 years now, um, with over 72,000 people working for 400 plus clients. Now, we are known as champions of innovation as well as industry leaders and employer of choice. All right. So on this slide, you can see our offices, which are strategically located in Manila, Cebu, and Ilocos. So we have multiple offices in Manila, one in Ilocos, and also in Cebu. All right, so here's a glimpse of Accenture's efforts to be a responsible business for our people, clients, and community through corporate citizenship, especially in the times of global crisis. Now, we are one of the few businesses that remained resilient during the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, in fact, during this time, we managed to help families, urban poor communities, and frontline workers. Moreover, we offer training programs and generate innovation ideas for the benefit of society. Now, Accenture also has over 25,000 eco champions who take part in our environmental efforts, such as tree planting initiatives and coastal cleanup drives. And lastly, we are recognized for outstanding company practices. Here are some of the various awards and recognition Accenture has received in the recent years. Now, we are also ranked third on the 2022 list by Great Place to Work and Asia's Best Place to Work. So, we also received awards in technology, inclusivity, and sustainability. All right, and that's it for the introduction for Accenture. And now we're back to our topic, which is motivation and productivity. Now, question: why are we doing this topic? Now, this is actually very important, most especially for for you guys who are graduating. Not necessarily for any graduating, but for everyone actually. Personally, if you're gonna ask me. Anyways, so motivation and productivity are mutually exclusive and interdependent, and both are required for positive outcomes. Now, look at this. Have you recently been depressed? Or do you feel lack of motivation and productivity? Do your daily duties feel like a chore? Well, whether it's a routine household activity or a professional obligation, you may experience a loss of motivation and productivity. Now, this is why we felt it was important to remind you guys of the importance of motivation and productivity when attempting to complete a task. Now, for our next slide, productivity is dependent on motivation. Why? So, a person's willingness to perform or act in a particular way defines motivation. According to human psychology, various factors influence human behavior and activity, and motivation is no exception. So while there may be numerous reasons to complete a task or behave in a certain way, you will be unable to complete them if, um, oops, sorry. Anyways, so again, while there may be numerous reasons to complete a task or behave in a certain way, you will be unable to complete them if you lack motivation or inspiration. So it means that your motivation determines your conduct and productivity. To put it together in another way, motivation motivates someone to achieve something. All right, so why motivation is helpful? So, motivation is necessary for a variety of reasons. So, it helps you overcome laziness, fires up your willingness, combats your fears, and motivates you to complete a task. So, when all of these steps are completed, a person feels compelled to complete a task. Now, as a result, you are able to accomplish something that seemed unattainable before. So, in other words, inspiration motivates you to step outside of your comfort zone and attain new goals. Now, how does motivation affect productivity? So, the importance of motivation and productivity will surprise you. So the quality of your job defines your productivity. You will lose productivity if you are unable to complete your duties, goals, or deadlines. Now, in other words, it is also determined by your performance. So, have you ever had a desire to postpone or avoid a task? So, this is where motivation enters. This is where motivation enters the picture. So, when you don't want to do something, so it suggests that you are demotivated. So, as a result, motivation is required to assist you in completing a task. So, motivation and productivity in the workplace. So, employee motivation has a significant impact on productivity. So, an organization's success is determined by its employees' motivation and productivity. Employee motivation has a big impact on productivity, so we need to make sure our or your employees are encouraged to do their best. So, down to my last slide. So, the conclusion here again, motivation and productivity are linked. So, there is no doubting that motivation is the driving force behind increased performance and production. Now, without dedicated inspiration, no one can overcome the difficulties that stand in their way of performing well. As a result, motivation is a critical component in paving your route to productivity and success. So the next time you begin to work or work on an objective, be sure you ignite your motivation to obtain the finest results. Now, before I close this one up, lastly, please don't forget to apply here in Accenture. So the link is there. That's www.jobs180.com/Accenture. Once again, thank you all for being here today and taking time to patiently listen to what I had to say. And I wish you all a blessed day and stay safe, everyone. Thank you.
Mm. Thank you so much, Sir Frank. So, and so to our audience for General Jesus and Crystal E College. So if you have questions regarding the topic, please feel free to post your questions to the comment section. Ayan. So wag po kayo mayang magtanong. Pag nahihiya kayo, you can ask Sir Dong or Miss Floriven or Miss Mary Jane po to relay your questions. And so Sir Frank, while waiting for questions, so we have a few questions here po for you. So first is I hope you can hear me, sir.
Yes.
All right. So for first question is how does Accenture motivates their employees?
All right, that's a good question, Joyce. So, how do we motivate our employees? Simple, through our benefits. So here with Accenture, we have extended benefits, or we have not the usual benefits that you'll get as an employee. Say, for example, with our the basic sick leaves and vacation leaves, we extended it for a few more days, most especially for the vacation leaves. Now, also for maternity leaves, we also added it another 30 days because the usual, well, correct me if I'm wrong, the usual maternity leave is up to 90 days. Now, here with Accenture, we extended it up to 120. And even for paternity leaves, we offer it to up to 30 days as well. And not just that, we have our healthcare benefits, which is very important. We can't deny the fact, ito yung pinaka-importante sa atin, yung health insurance. And here with Accenture, from the day that you will get hired, or from day one, automatically you will get your health insurance. So that's how we, motivate our employees. And also, we here with Accenture, we also promote work and work-life balance. Not just work, 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 because it's very tiring. And from my topic about motivation and productivity, it lessens the productivity of our people or of our employees. It demotivates them. So that's how we give them the motivation.
All right. So to future applicants ayun ng Accenture. Alam niyo na ganun kadaming benefits sa Accenture meron. Ayan, so thank you sir for answering that question. So another question is it true that healthy employee relationship leads to an increased level of satisfaction among the employees and having increased productivity?
Yes, of course. Having healthy relationship with your employees really helps the productivity. Because, eto lang, ganito lang. If may kaaway ka or someone that you are uncomfortable with, you are not motivated to go to work. Kasi yung iniisip mo, ay, wag na lang ako pasok kasi andun siya. Ayaw ko siyang kausap. So, so yeah, that's one of the most common, example that I can think of. So, if you are in that situation, you don't need to, gaya nga ng sabi nila, wag niyong dalhin yung problema niyo sa work. But if the problem is at work, the only thing you need to do is if you are not comfortable with a certain someone, or say for example, for a person, if may kaaway ka lang, you don't need to think of it as an kaaway or a competition. You can actually approach that person and express how you feel about it, because the only way to resolve an issue is through communication. So without communication, it won't resolve anything. Yeah, I hope I answered the question.
All right, thank you so much, sir. Another question is what will happen if I'm slowly losing motivation? Does it indicate something, or should I start to worry?
Well, if you're losing motivation, you need to look for an inspiration. Just like, why do I wake up every morning? Alam mo, kasi if you're demotivated and you lack inspiration, um, y- being depressed. No, I haven't experienced being depressed, but based from from people that I know, with depressed, you're just you kept on laying in bed. You don't want to
Mm-hmm.
wake up. You just keep on um, just like a couch potato. You're just sitting in your bed or laying in your bed. You don't want to work. You need to find an inspiration. Personally, me, how I handle stress, because one thing stress is that would always demotivate an employee. I myself, I exercise. I release all the stress when exercising, either when jogging. So every time when I'm stressed, I'd like to sprint or I'd like to shout it out just for at least a few seconds, and that's it. It releases the stress, and you need to look for leave all the stress out. And for inspiration naman, there is always an inspiration. It's just you that it's blocking. You uh, keep an open eye. Look for someone or something that inspires you. Kagaya ng pinaka simple is inspired ka na every 15 or 14 days may sahod ka na. So that keeps you motivated. Just keep going to work until you will get the salary you want, and pay all the dues or bills. For me, before I got married, my motivation was para may pera ako pang gala. So yun lang. If di ako mag-work, wala akong gala. So yun lang.
All right, thank you so much, sir. Naghihintay ng kinsenas at katapusan.
Alright.
Oo nga 'no, isang motivation din yun. Thank you, sir. So another question is, for the graduating students, sir, so as early as now, can you give them the simplest ways to increase motivation in the workplace or school?
Wow. Graduating students. Na-miss ko tuloy maging student. Alam mo na, kasi it's been years. Pero alam nyo, again, congratulations students in advance for the graduating students. This is the most exciting part na if you're gonna ask me. Exciting in a way, you look for a job. You never know what you'll end up to, or how much salary you will get. So, uh, just a piece of advice: do not get motivated when it comes with application, because when we can't deny the fact when you apply to any company, even if you like that company, but there will come a time that you will not get lucky. But don't give up. On my personal experience, before I started in the BPO industry, I was thinking, if papasok ako sa BPO industry, dapat doon ako sa mga malalaking companies. So, yun, nag-research ako. Tapos yun, nakita ko yung mga companies. First, nag-apply ako. Pag-apply ko doon, so, actually, I applied for up to 2 months straight. Wala pa yun, di pa uso yung mga magsisend ka ng resume sa online. So, dapat walk-in ka. So, imagine for 2 months straight ako nag-a-apply. Tapos, di ako nag-give up. All those months or weeks or days, sa isang araw, madedecline ako ng company at least thrice, 3 times. But it never, I never got demotivated. I kept pushing myself because I know na there is one company that, that suits me. So halos in-applyan ko lahat ng company dito sa Cebu. So, and luckily, I was lucky here in Accenture. They accepted me, but also here with Accenture, promote ko lang saglit, no? So also with Accenture, you can choose your path. Because I started here in Accenture as a BPO or call center agent. But, I'm a graduate of psychology. So, yung goal ko talaga is yung sa HR field. So, uh, I know as a call center agent, it didn't stop me from my dreams to work in the HR field. So since I've been in Accenture for 7 years now, and luckily I got a position here in HR, but I got this position because I kept on applying. Like almost every year, I was looking for an opportunity. There were years that there was no vacant slots or vacant positions, and there were also a year that they declined me. But again, it didn't stop me because I was inspired that I know within me that I will have this opportunity. All right.
All right, so thank you so much, sir. Sir Frank. So I think no more questions na po from the audience. Ayan, so, kung nahihiya pa rin, ayan, JDGC and Crystal E, please, huwag po kami magtanong, sayang po yung opportunity to ask questions po to our invited guest speakers. So this is your chance to ask, ayan, before you face the real adulting thing, sabi ko nga, or world of work, ayan. So, baka mabigla kayo or ma-shock kayo. Ayan, so habang nandito sila, you can ask questions na. Ayan. So thank you so much, Sir Frank, for joining us today. So thank you so much, sir, for lending us your time, and we wish to have you on our next set of webinars. Thank you, Sir Frank.
Thank you, Joyce and Jobs 180. Again, students, congratulations for their good rating. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. And again, if you wish to visit Accenture's career portal, so you may visit www.jobs180.com/Accenture, or yung link po na nag-run dyan sa ilalim ng inyong screen. So, ayan, you can take screenshot, or you may visit po the link po below your screen. Ayan. So, thank you so much, Accenture. Thanks so much, Sir Frank. So, moving on to our last topic for today. Ayan, so let me introduce our third speaker. So Sir Rowie is a licensed educator specialized in English. Moreover, he started his um, pedagogical career in ESL companies, and eventually handled various roles like team leader, language, communications trainer, QA, and academic expert. He has been trudging this path for 6 years now, and have continued his service with VXI as a language trainer. So ultimately, he has been working with a sophisticated group of people geared towards perennially aiding the applicants to land their job. So the talent acquisition trainer from VXI, Mr. Rowie Sarillana. Hi, Sir Rowie. Good morning po.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Morning, Joyce.
Hi, sir. Ayan, so medyo may lag on my part. Apologies on that. So, Sir Rowie, if you're ready, you can share your screen now.
Yeah, sure. I'm pulling it up. There it is. I hope you guys can see my screen.
Yes, sir, it's up po. So if you're ready, sir, I leave it po. I'll be back for the Q&A after your presentation. Good luck, sir.
All right, thank you. Sure, thank you. All right. So, may buntag, katong sa taga Bohol na college, Cristal College, and magandang umaga, General De Jesus College. So, I'm from Davao, guys. That's why I can speak your language, especially from Bohol. I hope you guys are having a good day. Namahaw man siguro ta or nag-almusal na tayong lahat, right? Today, guys, we'll be talking about something very fascinating. Probably you guys can all relate to this because graduating na kayo, you have undergone a lot of leadership training, right? This time, let's spice things up. Let's add innovation to your leadership. It's technically how to navigate your way to a better career. Let's get started. Let's first define leadership, everyone. Leadership is a process of social influence which maximizes the effort of others towards the achievement of a goal. It has nothing to do with seniority or one's position or title in a hierarchy of a company. Leadership doesn't automatically happen when you reach a certain pay grade. Hopefully, you find it there, but there are no guarantees. Most of you guys believe na pag na-promote ka na as a supervisor, na-promote ka na as a team leader, you are automatically a leader. You already have the qualities for being a leader, right? But most of you guys don't understand na it's not about the position. Yung iba kasi pag na-promote na as supervisor, nag-iiba na yung ugali. Know what I mean? Yung position nilalagay sa ulo. Guys, whatever your position will be in the future, never put it here. All right? Again, being a leader, guys, it's not being a boss. They're way too different. All right? Being a leader, you inspire people. Being a boss, you command people. All right? Hope you guys can understand the difference between them. Let's now take a look at the qualities on what makes a leader. First is you need to be a visionary. When we say visionary, guys, you must be looking at the bigger picture, right? What are your plans in the future? Anong career yung gusto mong makuha in the future? Anong company yung gusto mong pasukin in the future? Next is you must be a motivator. When you say motivator, you can radiate positivity, you can inspire other people within or without, within or within the team or outside of your team. All right. Next is you must be a strategic or a critical thinker, or you must be strategic or at least a critical thinker. Critical thinking, guys, it's one of the 21st century skills, as you guys have known, right? Now, strategic ka kasi dapat marunong kang dumiskarte. Alright, guys, it's not all about your grade, your GWA, right? General weighted average, or kung cum laude ka ba, or kung summa or magna cum laude ka ba, or maximum cum laude ka ba. Alright, it has nothing to do with pen and paper test. Strategic means you can view a certain problem on a different perspective. You must have a 360-degree perspective around the problem para mas madali mo siyang masolve. Alright? Hindi ka lang dapat short-sighted or one-sided in solving a problem. Next is you need to be genuine and self-aware. Now, genuine means totoo ka. Ito ako eh. Right? But again, it has limitations. Kung prangka ka, you must also be self-aware. Right? Alam mo dapat kung ano yung sinasabi at hindi mo sinasabi. Right? When you are with your friends, mind your tongue. When you are mad, mind your emotion. All right? Next, open-minded and creative. Okay? When we say open-minded, guys, you must be receptive when it comes to new things. You are willing to accept new learnings, right? Hindi yung tipong adamant ka. When you say adamant, you're not willing to learn new things. Let's just say, yung mga grandparents natin. Pag tinuruan natin sila how to use Facebook, diba? Ayoko na. Hirap naman yan. That's being adamant. All right? You should not be adamant, guys. You are future leaders. Next is flexible. Flexible ka kasi dapat. Hindi lang siya dapat gymnastic ka. Hindi lang siya dapat part ka ng cheerleading team nyo. or squad niyo sa school or sa inyong college or universities, but also you need to learn how to bend yourself to fit in a certain situation. Ika nga sa Tagalog, di ba? Ang sinasabi is, pag maikli ang kumot, matutong bumaluktot. That's being flexible. All right? You can adjust yourself, whatever the situation is, whoever you're dealing with. Next is responsible. When I say responsible, dapat alam mo na kung ano yung dapat at hindi dapat mong ginagawa. With or without your boss or your professors watching. Okay? Patient and tenacious. When we say patient, guys, alam naman natin yon, right? We fail, yes, for a reason. We learned something while we fail. Failing doesn't mean you're not good enough, but instead, I still have a lot of things to learn. Thank you for this failure. All right? When you say tenacious, guys, that's you being clinged on to whatever your plan is in the future. Ito yung pagiging porsigido. Okay lang yan, laban lang. That's being tenacious. All right? Lifelong learner. When we say lifelong learner, you guys are about to graduate your universities. But then again, it doesn't end there. Learning is a never ending process. Right? Every day is a learning process. And everyone can be your source of learning. Right? You can learn from the dustmen, mga basurero natin, guys. May matututunan tayo sa kanila. Alright? Huwag nating mamaliitin. Hindi sa sweldo nakikita ang duno ng tao, guys. Alright? Next, let's now move on to innovation. Ano nga ba yung innovation? It is the introduction of something new or introducing something unusual that doesn't match with the existing norms. Without innovation, there isn't anything new, and without anything new, there will be no progress. If an organization isn't making any progress, it simply cannot stay relevant in the competitive market. During the pandemic, guys, right? Stores, physical stores, right? They started to introduce online shopping, online shipping, mga ganun, right? That's innovation, right? May tinatawag kasi tayong rock and mortar stores. When we say rock and mortar, these are stores that only have physical sites. Yung wala silang website. Traditional, kumbaga. Para silang dinosaurs. They all have just been waiting to be extinct in the current market, right? And you don't want to be extinct, right? You need to keep up with the change that happens on a daily basis, right? You need to innovate, guys. Now, let's talk about what makes an innovator, okay? First is continuous reflection. Guys, even those billionaires, yung mga business tycoons, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, right? Even Mark Zuckerberg, or name it, guys, they continuously reflect. Okay? Elon Musk once said, I believe it is always best to have a feedback loop where you are constantly thinking about the things you've done and how you could be doing it better. Right? Always remember, guys, we need other people for their feedback. That's how you improve. That's continuous reflection. Okay? Unattached exploration. When we say unattached exploration, guys, yung hindi ka tumitigil sa kung ano lang yung alam mo. Kagaya ng sinabi ni Sir Kim kanina, hindi porket education ka, ang alam mo lang ay magturo. That's attached exploration. Why not move on, learn a new skill para maging unattached exploration yung ginagawa mo. Next is action-oriented. Hindi ka lang puro sabi na, gagawin ko na to, gagawin ko na yan mamaya, pero ending, bukas na lang. Alright? Manana habit. Alright? Mamaya na. Or procrastination. Never procrastinate, guys. Okay? It will only do you more harm than good. Next, opportunity focused. Kung ano yung goal mo sa buhay. Right? As they say, if opportunity does knock, build a door. Hindi ka naman karpentero na literal kang gagawa ng pinto, right? So you need to look for other avenues. For example, yung ResumeLink, right? Medyo taxing kasi pagbabiyahe ka pa sa mga sites na gusto mong applyan. Why not create your own resume on Jobs 180 website? Having your own resume link, just send it there. You don't have to attach it. You don't have to print it out. Discard na naman. Okay? Next is humility. When we say humility, guys, it's the quality of being humble. But kailangan siya dito. Right? It doesn't mean college graduate ka na, wala ka nang pwedeng matutunan sa ibang tao. It's not true. The more reason for you to learn more. Okay? College, university, schooling, guys, opens up our minds for better opportunities. It doesn't close our minds. Okay? That's being open minded. All right? Humility is you know exactly how to empty your cup. When you say empty your cup, guys, it talks about, imagine nyo na lang ganito. Nasa CR ka, right? May balde ka doon. Pupunin mo ng tubig yon kung jejebs ka ba or iihi ka, right? Siyempre, pag napuno yun, guys, anong nangyayari doon sa tubig? It overflows. Nasasayang, right? Why not get a new pail or a new bucket? Palitan mo siya doon, mas malaki na yung bucket mo. I-set aside mo muna yung punong bucket mo. Mag-imbak ka ng tubig at sa Manila, nagpahirapan ng tubig. Sabi nga ni Miss Michelle. Alright? So, mag-imbak ng tubig. Now, my point guys is hindi sa pag-iimbak ng tubig. Alright? Don't get me wrong. So, my tip is, emptying your cup means 3 stages of learning. First, you must learn, matuto ka muna. Okay? You need to unlearn para matuto ka ulit. Kasi if you will just be focusing on learning, how will you pave way for new learning? Alam ko na yan, tinuro na sa akin yan. You need to unlearn. Right? Kasi yung tinuro sa'yo, marahil magkaiba sa itinuturo sa'yo ngayon. Okay? Next is relearn. When I say relearn, guys, i-combine mo na kung ano yung natutunan mo in your previous experiences at kung ano yung naituro sa'yo ngayon. That's relearn. Combine them both. You have a bigger cup. You have better learning. Alright? Kaya humility is very crucial. Next is courage. Of course, kung wala ka nito, paano ka magpapatuloy? Okay? Next, implementing learning. So when we say implement, guys, it has something to do with application. Again, learning is nothing without application. Kung ano yung natutunan mo, gamitin mo. Huwag mo lang itago. Masasayang yun. Next is idea adaptation. When we say idea adaptation, pwede kang matuto sa ibang tao, right? For example, ngayon, natututo kayo, natututo ako sa inyo, sa previous speakers natin, right? Pwede akong may matutunan sa kanila and then i-tweak ko lang or i-change ko lang, personalize ko para magamit ko siya personally. That's idea adaptation. Okay? This time, guys, let's talk about leadership and innovation. Dito na tayo sa dalawang to. Okay? So, the problem facing society and the planet clearly require new and innovative solutions. Addressing these challenges, therefore, requires a different type of leadership, one that fosters creativity, collaboration, and transformation. Moreover, leading innovation goes beyond being creative or implementing new technologies. It requires conceptualizing a new idea and gearing it through to implementation. This holistic approach requires strong, forward thinking leaders. Guys, why not you combine natin yung leadership and innovation? Okay? Lead the way, and along the way, learn from your teammates, not your subordinates. Okay? Being a leader doesn't mean may mga batos ka, may mga tauhan ka. No. May mga kampi ka or may mga kasama ka. That's being a leader. Right? And of course, i-apply mo rin yung innovation. Yung mga skills na natutunan or naituro ko sa inyo, combine nyo sila, you will have a better career path in the future. This time, guys, let's talk about how to develop them both. First is develop a clear vision. Ano ba talaga yung gusto mong mangyari sa buhay mo? Saan mo ba talaga gustong pumunta? Ano ba yung gusto mong gawin? Alright? Loving what you do and doing what you love is success, guys. Always remember that. Huwag ka lang uh, Mag-focus dun sa bayad kung magkano man. Uy, 60K a month. Problem is toxic. Hindi ka magtatagal doon. Believe it or not. Okay? Next, do not fear change and novelty. Huwag kang matakot sa pagbabago. Right? When there is change, there is resistance. Know what I mean? Parang ayoko muna, ayoko nga. Ayoko niya, ano ba yan? Hirap. Know what I mean? That's typically us, mga Pinoy. Or as a human, right? Di lang naman siguro Pinoy yung nagre-resist sa change. Even I myself. Okay? It's like inertia, guys, that in every action, there's always an equal and opposite reaction. Okay? Novelty. Ano yung mga pagbabago? Yung mga bago na gusto mong ma-implement, ma-try. Okay? Be adventurous. And at the same time, open-minded. Okay? Next, be a good communicator. Be a good communicator, guys. It doesn't only happen on social media. Okay? Dapat personal communication. Alam mo kung paano i-filter yung mga sasabihin at hindi mo dapat sabihin. Okay? Be receptive to feedback. When we say receptive again, process of receiving something, you need to be humble. All right? Para sa feedback. When I say feedback, guys, it doesn't only mean it's all good. Okay? For example, lalabas ka ng bahay. Ano ba yun? Ang pangit naman na suot mo. That's a negative feedback. Pero, kahit negative yan, masakit, di ba? May babaguhin ka. Uwi ka, babalik ka ng bahay, magpapalit ka, papalitan mo kung ano yung sinabi nilang pangit paglabas mo, yan, mas okay na. Diba? That's how accessible feedback is for us on a daily basis. All right? Every day, guys, we have or we hear feedback, not only from your family, but also from your friends and strangers. Right? So, anyways, moving on. Next is prioritize the value of teamwork. Again, guys, teamwork makes a dream work. Parang kayo lang yan ng college. Nag-feasibility kayo, nag-thesis kayo. There's no one-man team. Except for me though. Nung college, parang ako lang yung gumagawa. Alright? Anyways, my point is, if you want to be successful, guys, you must have people behind you that supports you, might be financially, most importantly, physically and emotionally. Okay? So, let's move on to the next part. Let's have a food for thought. There are no dreams too large, no innovation unimaginable, and no frontiers beyond our reach. So, guys, when we say, I want something, you must do something for you to get something. All right? The only limit that you have is within yourself. Right? Hindi naman sinabi ng kapitbahay mo, ng kapatid mo, ano ba, hindi mo naman kaya yan, eh, ba't ka nandyan? No, they don't normally say that, depending on the household that you are guys a part of, right? Depende. But then again, madalas tayo mismo yung nagsasabi to people, "Ah, hirap naman yan. Ayoko na." No. Why not be your first cheerleader for yourself? Okay? Kasi guys, it's not all the time na nandyan yung friends mo, nandyan yung family mo to motivate you, to wake the sense out of you, right? It's not all the time. Minsan ikaw lang yun. Kausap mo yung sarili mo sa salamin. You've done a great job today. Right? That was me, guys, when I was working in a huge company. Done a great job today kasi bakit? Minsan, kahit binigay mo ng lahat, parang pag-ibig lang. Kahit binigay mo ng lahat, hindi nila nakikita yung value mo. Why not see value in yourself? Right? That's self-love, guys. Okay? So nothing is impossible. That's it. And guys, just a quick promotion. You can always visit our website or jobs180.com/VXI or go on site. VXI Macadie, Panorama QC, Bridgetown Mall. Those for who are in Web Isiha, you can always, or also from those who are from Bohol, you can always try applying in these websites or in our website. And sometimes, guys, we offer, sometimes we offer relocation packages. right? Not all companies have that. Okay. When I say relocation, you will have a free accommodation, may allowance ka pa for food and whatnot. San ka pa? Right? Tusi ka pa ba nun? Wag na. So, anyways, that pretty much wraps it up for me, unless you guys have further questions.
All right. So thank you so much, Sir Rowie. So to General Jesus College and Crystal E College. So this is the last speaker. So please naman if you have questions po, this is time na to ask questions. So habang nandito pa yung mga speakers natin, you can ask questions na po. Yan. So while waiting for questions, Rowie, I'll be asking a few questions while waiting for our audience to ask. And so first is how do you think your leadership style will help you in your career future?
Your leadership style, guys, it has something to do with your personality. Okay? Now, it doesn't mean personalize yung leadership style mo, hindi ka na magka-adjust sa ibang tao. Okay? There will always be people, guys, that have something to say. Whether we do good or bad, there's always that feedback thing na minsan masarap sa tenga, minsan masakit sa tenga. Okay? One thing I've learned becoming a leader, guys, you must learn how to adjust. You must learn how to listen. Okay? It's not all about you. You're not a boss, you're a leader after all. Okay? So it will affect your career in the future. Kasi nga, minsan, ayoko na. Leader naman ako eh, ba't ako gagawa na? Right? The more reason for you to be humble when you become a leader. Alright? Huwag kang pumunta doon, bumaba ka sa level na. Alright?
Ayan. So, may plus points daw from Miss Florivin kapag nag-ask ng questions. Ayan. From Crystal E College. Ayan. The Crystal E ask questions now. Okay. So, next question, sir, is how leadership skills can be used to encourage innovation to improve the company.
Alright. Guys, leadership innovation can be used kasi nga, that's why we need other people, right? Kasi minsan, yung okay na sa'yo, hindi pa pala okay sa ibang tao. Right? You need fresh eyes to check your idea. For example, hey guys, my idea ko. Can you guys validate kung okay lang ba siya or do I need to change something? All right. Kaya nga you'll be working as a part of a team. Right? Even CEOs, guys, they have their own team that they have feedback from. Okay? And that's how successful people become more successful, guys. There are always people behind them. It's not a one man army.
All right. Thank you, sir. So, another question is how does leadership impact innovation?
Leadership impact innovation, guys. Kasi minsan may mga leaders na hindi willing to accept new things, right? They do not initiate innovation. Kasi nga, why would I be innovating? We've been doing great ever since, right? Let's just say in 1960s, this is how we do it. But then again, guys, time changes. The only thing that remains unchanged is change itself, right? So we need to keep up. Arbitrary kasi yung change, guys. It means it keeps on changing, right? So we must keep up as well, right?
All right. Thank you, sir. So, for ano naman po, for the students, since as early as high school, not sure kung elementary meron ng mga student leaders, pero I think since high school may mga student leaders na po no, hanggang college, ayan. So, what do you think po the changes they need to make po in their leadership to better innovation their future?
Okay. Elementary actually meron eh. Yung mga
Mhm.
president of the class,
Mhm. Yes, sir.
naglilista ng may ingay. Meron na yan, di ba? Even until college. Paano ko nalaman kasi lagi ako nasa listahan eh. Hindi, joke lang. um, guys, you still have a lot to learn. So do I. Right? You still have a lot to eat. Right? Whether it is sweet, whether it is bitter, right? So one thing I can leave guys is, according to Chinese proverbs, uh, Keep your words short and sweet. There might have some bitter words that you will have to. Kasi minsan, mind your mouth. Right? When you are with other people, minsan may nasasabi kang hindi dapat. Nakakasakit ka. How will it affect your leadership? Paano sila makikinig sa'yo kung ikaw mismo ay hindi ka magandang ehemplo? Alright? Practice what you preach. Okay? Focus on your goal. And while you focus on your goal, ask the people around you, how can I be better? That's reflection. Okay? And that's being flexible, and that's you being receptive to feedback. It's very important to be humble, guys. It doesn't mean that you are at the peak. Ikaw na yung boss. Right? Yung mga president natin, guys, they're not the boss of the country. They're the leader of the country. Kaya nga binoboto natin sila, di ba? That's our choice kung ba't sila nandun. That's being part of a team. Okay?
All right. So thank you so much, Sir Rowie. So I think no more questions, and I think speakers are very clear naman daw po, or nahihiya lang mag-ask ng questions. Pero I think that's it, sir. No more questions from the audience. And thank you so much for joining us today and lending us your time. This morning we wish to have you on our next set of webinars, Sir Rowie. Thank you so much, sir.
So do
Sir
I.
Rowie.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, sir. So, and if you wish to join also VXI, you may visit their website or career portal. It's www.chops180.com/VXI. Okay, so all right, so there you have it, guys. We are done with talk proper and successfully tackled all the topics assigned for today's session. So to our audience, thank you so much for staying. And we hope that you learned and enjoyed the session. And if may tanong pa po kayo, you can send us a message sa aming Facebook Messenger or Facebook page, facebook.com/jobs180.com. All right, so to officially close our program, may we invite Miss Florivin P. Gokotano, the Scholarship and Employment Facilitation Officer from Crystal E College, to give us the closing remarks. Hi, ma'am.
Hi, ma'am. Good morning.
Hi po.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, graduating students from Cristal E College and with our um, schools also who joined today, General De Jesus College. Good morning. It has been a truly inspiring morning for all of us, no? In behalf of the management of Cristal E College, I would like to thank everyone for another fruitful and engaging professional career webinar orientation, especially to our speakers for this morning, Mr. Kim Chua, our very own Managing Director of Jobs180.com, Mr. Franc Soon, and Mr. Rowie Sarillana. Again, we were able to gain a better understanding, especially for our graduating students, of the different topics that our speakers had discussed to us this morning. Thank you for your excellent summing up and for guiding us today, for capturing the essence and conveying it into a more comprehensive presentation. Once again, thank you Jobs180.com for the continuous partnership with Crystal E College. We are rooting for the face-to-face orientation na for the next school year, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Floriven. And again, thank you so much po for collaborating, for trusting again, Jobs 180. And again, we look forward po meeting you personally po. Again, so we wish to visit Crystal E College in the near future. Ayan, since hanggang ano lang kami parang yung Bohol. Ayan, yung parang buong Bohol schools lang.
Yes,
With
ma'am.
and and so thank you so much, ma'am, again. So for
Thank you,
trusting Jobs
ma'am.
180.
Yes, ma'am. Thank
Thank you,
you.
ma'am.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Thank you po we hope sa job fair. Ayan. So thank you so much. CEC. And of course to General Jesus College, Sir Dong, thank you so much for trusting us with your events. Ayan. So for powering your events. Ayan. So I think nandiyan si Sir Dong watching. So thank you so much also, Sir Dong. So and of course to CEC, do not forget to evaluate this event. So the link is flashed on your screen and will be also available at the comment section. So this is for CEC. So this will serve as your attendance for today. today's session. Ayan. For General De Jesus, wala namang nabanggit sa Sir Dong. Ayan, so we'll forward na lang if may link. Pero you can ask Sir Dong po for the attendance. Ayan. So and again, we would like to thank each one of you guys for staying all throughout the event, and we hope that the webinar helps you be prepared in the world of work. So please watch out for the next set of webinars we are going to host. For please check our Facebook page for the topics that will be discussed, and you are welcome, guys, to join in on those sessions too. And if you missed this webinar, you may rewatch the recorded vids on our Facebook and YouTube page. Ayan, so Jobs 180, just search for Jobs 180 on YouTube and on Facebook. Ayan, so you can rewatch po this webinar. So the program is finally concluded. This is your host, Joyce Katakutan. We will see you soon and have a great afternoon. Ingat everyone. Thank you so much po.